She was sitting on a little computer desk table thing. She got down and came up towards me. I'm squaring up. She's squaring up. Here we go. What is up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. It's Simply Naya. It's your girl Naya, back with another video. And as you can tell by today's title, I will be doing a story time. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the reason why you clicked on this video is because you want to know about the time that I almost got into a fight at school. The only reason I'm telling a story time about the time I almost got into a fight at school is because this is the closest I've ever gotten to getting into a fight at school. So before I start this video, I just want to say that for those of you who are watching and that were there, me and no girl are cool. So I don't need y'all going back talking about some, oh, she said this and she said that about you on her channel. Me and her can be in the same room and be cordial with each other and not have no beef and actually have a good time as if what happened never happened. It all started with this girl me and my friends like to call Crybaby. This happened at the end of my sophomore year. So Crybaby and I were in class. It was me, her, my best friend. We'll call her Big Booty Judy. And another one of my friends, Braceface, because she used to have braces. I'm in class with Braceface and Big Booty Judy. And we all just sitting there, having a conversation. And out of nowhere, I hear,
y'all need to shut up.
So I look up, and by the look on my face, they already knew I was going to say something. I don't let people run all over me, and you're not finna just sit up here and talk to me any type of crazy. I get up, and I go confront her. And Crybaby starts crying. That's why we call her Crybaby, because she started crying because I confronted her. And when it all came down to it, the teacher took her side. Crybaby and the teacher's son have a friendship outside of school and in school. Crybaby always got an attitude, always being rude, always being mean, always giving attitude to people, looking people up and down. So it's just like, girl, you're not finna handle me how you think you finna handle everybody else. I didn't get in trouble or nothing like that. The teacher just talked to us about it. It was stupid. So Crybaby goes, she tells her friend. So her friend feels the need to tweet about it. This was around the time that I didn't have Twitter. The next day I get to school and my best friend and this boy, we'll call him AJ, that's not his name, but we'll call him AJ, come up to me and show me the tweets and just saying that they think it was about me. By looking at it, I felt the same way. So I go looking for the girl. I can't find her. We'll call her Pinchface. Lunchtime rolls around. Mind you, Big Booty Judy, Braceface, Crybaby, Pinchface, and I all have the same lunch shift. I went to College and Career Center, which was upstairs. So I go in there, didn't see her, but I do see Braceface, my best friend, my cousin, and then one of her other friends, and we'll call her San Antonio. Oh, and Braceface's boyfriend, we'll call him Light Skin. I know I'm hitting y'all with all these names, but I'm not trying to name these people. So I go up to Big Booty Judy and I'm like, have you seen Pinchface? And she was like, no. And she was like, why? And I was like, because I want to talk to her about what she said. And she pretty much was, trying to tell me that she feels like it's not a good idea for me to go and confront her because there's no point, And she was like, it wasn't really direct, so there's no point in you doing that. Which I can see where she's coming from, but at the same time, at that time, I was just like, if that's the case, why would you even tell me about it? And from her point of view, she was trying to, be a good friend. Her intentions were in the right place. Let's just say that. So yeah, I understand. I was just upset at the time because I didn't like the fact that this girl talking about me behind my back and sneak dissing. I was telling her, why are you taking up for her? You're supposed to be my friend, not hers. So then San Antonio jumps in and she's like, why are you getting mad at her? She's just trying to be a good friend and you don't need to get mad at her. So then I look at San Antonio and I'm like,
who the fuck you think you talking to?
It's like, I'm talking to you. She's just trying to be a good friend. And I was like, this conversation is between me and her. Nobody's talking to you. Like, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. So now we're going back and forth. Everybody's looking because we're getting loud. At this point, let's just fight and get it over with. So I took my backpack off. She was sitting on a little computer desk table thing. She got down and came up towards me. I'm squaring up. She's squaring up. Then AJ gets in the middle talking about something. You not gonna touch her. You not gonna touch her. So now I'm confused because AJ is my friend and her friend. Mind you, I met AJ before she did. For me, it wasn't the fact that he got in the middle of it. It's what he said. It's just like if you get into something between two of your friends, then it's better to be the mediator and not take sides of one person. And I feel like that's what he was doing. You probably could have said, hey, what are y'all doing? Both of y'all my friends. Y'all don't need to be fighting. It's not that serious. But that's not what was said. So then the lady from the front desk, I don't know how, but she got upstairs. And she was upstairs. And she's all, what's going on? I'm going off. Girl going off. She asked me to come with her. At this point, I'm just ready to fight. And so, you know, she's asking me to come with her. So then San Antonio's like, you heard her. Go. Go. And I'm just like,
you got me fucked up.
by the grace of God, I did not put my hands on this girl. After I leave, the principal comes. She sits me in the conference room. It's me, her, Big Booty Judy, AJ, and San Antonio. Until this day, I'm not rocking with that principal ever again. Ever. And she was there for me, you know, trying to form a bond with me and making it seem like we was cool and she had my back. Up until this situation occurred and she really didn't have my back. San Antonio didn't apologize to me, but she made me apologize to San Antonio. And I had told her I do take ownership for my part in the situation because I felt like I didn't think, you know, I guess she felt like my apology was insincere and what I was saying sound rehearsed, like I'd been in that situation before, when I've never really been in trouble in school like that. So pretty much I feel like she was trying to put me down in front of everybody and try to like, you know, embarrass me. So everybody's telling their side of the story and she's just handling everybody. Let's not forget, she was the principal, but someone from head of administration, I can't remember what he is now, but AJ's dad worked at the school and his dad was out of town. So the principal and the vice principal are just having a field day with this situation because AJ's dad wasn't there. AJ is excused from the room, if I'm not mistaken. He's excused. And then so is San Antonio. So now it's just me and Judy. So she goes on to pretty much say that she feels like me and my best friend are messy because every time she walks by us in the hallway and we're having a conversation, we'll stop talking, and then when she leaves, you know, we'll start talking again. Who wants any teachers in their business that they may have with their friend? And it's not that. She felt like we weren't having intellectual conversations. You expect us to be intellectual every single day and every single minute and every single hour of the school day? Like, that's not gonna happen. I don't know what world you live in to where you think every student that you ever talk to is gonna be talking about school when you walk by. Like, so what is that any of your concern? Like, why? So yeah, I feel like she was going overboard. Then she said that she felt like my best friend was a bad friend because I guess she was trying to blame the situation on her because had she never brought it to me, that this situation would have never happened. And she kind of tried to say that I let my best friend juice me up and, you know, put the battery in my back and just, you know, control me to do all these things. When at the end of the day, I'm my own person. And yeah, my best friend did come to me with that information about a tweet that may or may not have been about me. But at the end of the day, I chose to do what I did because I wanted to do it, not because of anybody else. Like, I don't blame her or anybody else for the situation. It happened because of me. But anyways, and at this point, you know, I'm in tears because it's just like, you're making her feel bad. And she made me tell my best friend that she was a bad friend. Literally made me tell her. She told me what to say. Literally in front of my best friend. And it's just like, lady, what kind of principal are you? You're just like, what? She was just, I don't know. Till this day, I don't know what she was thinking or who does that, like, honestly. So after that had happened, she tells me that had I put my hands on that girl, that would have been the first fight that ever happened within our school, and it would have been the last because I would have gotten kicked out for fighting with the girl. Now, that's a lie because a fight had actually just happened before that. So where she comes from with this first fight in the school type of mess, I don't know, but may have been the first fight not even the first fight when she was there, because light skin's fight happened while I was there that same school year. So I don't know what she was lying for, but yeah. So then I got sentenced to 3 days of ISS. I had to sit in that room for that day, for the rest of that day. I had to sit in there until school was over. The next day I had to do the same thing. On the third day, my sister's dad ended up picking me up early. But in the midst of all of this, they go through and my principal and the assistant principal is talking to my parents and explaining to them what they heard and what someone said they saw, or the lady from the front desk, I don't know, but she pretty much lied and said that I charged at San Antonio from across the room and I had to be pulled off of her, and yeah, so much stuff that they were lying on me, trying to make me they were trying to paint me out to be the bad guy. You know, before all of this happened, we was cool. You tried to make me feel like you had my back and we was good. And then this one altercation occurs and you throw me under the bus and throw me to the wolves. And they had put a bunch of things on my record, making it seem like I got anger issues and that I am a threat and that I threaten kids, and just, yeah, they were going overboard with it when I never even put my hands on the girl. I got 3 days of ISS for not fighting. Where in the world does that happen? I don't know. I still till this day don't feel like it was right. And they wrote me up. So all of these things on my record. But by the grace of God, when AJ's dad came back, he straightened everything out and he took all of that off my record. But I would advise y'all, that's the end of the story. And I would advise you guys to think twice before you act, because you could be dealing with a lot of, you know, things that could have simply been avoided had you thought before you decided to act upon anything you felt like you may have wanted to do. It's really not a good look. Fighting isn't cute. You know, I only fight if I have to, and in that situation, I feel like I had to. When looking back on it, I really didn't. I really could have just walked away from the situation and not let, you know, her get under my skin like I did. Because at the end of the day, I was the only one that took the fall for what happened. And I was the only one that ended up getting punished for what occurred, even though I was the only one that was in it. But yeah. Crazy situation. Just make sure you guys think before you act. And be careful with who you trust, because some people may say they really got your back when they really don't. So be careful.
Baby, a lot of sudden change.